Hey, everybody. About 5 years ago, we formed the Lincoln Project. We did it because we thought we had to have frontline fighters in this battle to save this republic and preserve American democracy. About 2 years ago, we formed Resolute Square because there's only so much you can do inside of a super PAC. We're transforming and forming a new enterprise today called Lincoln Square. It takes everything that Resolute Square has done for the last 2 years with great podcasts, great free content, a kick-ass weekly newsletter that really outlines what's going on in this country, access to strategists, thinkers, writers, activists from all over the country and all over the world. And we're making Lincoln Square into something that can also help push out the message and the effective strategies we need in a world where the media is pretty broken. Folks have been coming here to Substack to communicate in a way that's better, more direct, more personal, and that really helps us win these fights. We're not constrained by Elon Musk and the Nazi Teen Wonder Force squad over on Twitter. We're not constrained by Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook worrying if they're going to make Donald Trump angry and suppressing the speech of folks that want to use that platform. We're not controlled by anybody except folks like you. And so I'm excited to announce the formation of Lincoln Square. You've seen a lot of other groups come over here to Substack. It's been a very exciting community that we've seen growing over here. I've got a personal Substack over here as well that I've seen grow tremendously because people have the desire and the ability to communicate directly with the folks that have an insight into the battle we're in. So with that, I wanted to throw this over to Joe Trippi, my colleague, my friend, one of the most brilliant Democratic strategists of the generation. And Joe, when we started talking about transforming RS into Lincoln Square, you made a good point that we're not going to have billionaires behind us. We're not going to have a Murdoch behind us. We've got something better, and that is the ability to communicate with America on an issue that's really, really important right now.
Right. And I think, look, Rick, the thing here is, like we've all been talking about it, I've been ranting about that. The fact is they've been working and they built these propaganda networks with Fox and Breitbart, X, Elon, spewing the hatred and all the craziness over there. And it further divides people and just like is tearing at the threads of community and trust.
Right.
We got to start building our own. And that's what Lincoln Square, that's what Resolute Square was about. That's what this reboot of it basically a rebrand with Lincoln Square now, tying the Lincoln messaging together in a way that people can know, they know the kind of message they're going to get from us. We're going to carry it fearlessly.
Yep.
But at the same time, building a platform that others can use, can be on on shows and things, and be on the Substack, where we're launching a stronger platform that really makes the case and positions itself to take on the propaganda, the lies, the bots, the crap, the garbage, and stand up strong for democracy, strong against this stuff that's happening in our country right now, and give people some real tools and understanding of what they can do to fight back. That's right. What Lincoln's been about. That's what Lincoln Square is about. And it's why this is a big moment to launch in a community with support from people like you.
Yeah, look, let me just say, as you know, Donald Trump and MAGA world is obsessed with the Lincoln Project. So if you want to piss off Donald Trump and MAGA world, which is not a bad thing to wake up every morning and think about how you do that, subscribe to this and come back frequently. Because let me tell you something, they're going to be watching this. They're going to be seeing, like, is this thing working? Are they really getting an audience? And the larger audience we get, the more it's going to be screw you to these guys.
Yep.
I think that this is going to be a unique platform that is going to have a fighting spirit that has embodied the Lincoln Project with some serious thinkers and serious strategists and asking a lot of really good questions. I don't think anybody has all the answers to how we got in this moment and how we're going forward, but I think the Lincoln Project, our attitude here is to fight. And the best fights you get in are the ones that you have to fight. You don't know how they're going to end up, but we think we're going to win. And if you very simple, easy way to help is just become part of this community and join us.
Yep. And folks, if you're a Resolute Square member right now, your membership just transfers over transparently, seamlessly, goes right over into Lincoln Square. We're going to make sure our folks at Resolute, who were the early adopters in this model, were taken care of. You know, when we formed Resolute, Substack had not exploded into the prominence it has now as the other platform. And we've seen so many people having such great ability to build community, to give people hope and show people how to fight. Because look, we will never lie to you about what's going on in this country. We will never pull a punch in the fight against authoritarianism, not one time ever. And by the way, it would have been easy to do so any number of times, but we will never do that. We will give you a lot of information, maybe too much sometimes. It's going to flood the zone a little bit sometimes. Most of the content is going to be free, but podcasts, streaming, member events, broader Substack live events. We're going to try to do as much Q&A as we can. People seem to really want to talk out where this moment is in the country. It is a dark moment, but folks, as my hero Alexei Navalny said, you are not allowed to give up. This is how we're not giving up. We're moving forward. This is going to help promote the fight for this republic and the fight to preserve our democracy in a battle space where there's no Fox News to control it, where there's no Elon Musk to control it, where there's no Donald Trump to control it. Come at me, bro, is a deep philosophy wired into my gut. And we believe this is the place where the fight can be waged and won. So with that, we hope you'll subscribe. We hope you'll follow along. Again, most of the content's going to be free. So enjoy, learn, get in the fight. Stand with us because we're gonna fight this thing out until, as they say down south, the last dog dies.
And we're going to have some fun doing it. So join us.
Join us.
Join us, folks. We'll see you soon.